Zubats is not even close to Yoke. And the thing is that they're two guys. If you look, I understand on paper, people might look at Kawhi as a Finals MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year. But if you look at their playoff resumes, Paul George has come up small.
Yeah.
And Murray is getting better and better and better. And they had an opportunity down 3. They were up 3-1.
Yep.
And so the Nuggets having done this, Skip, no other team had done it twice in the same playoffs. They've done it. They've done it. So they feel very comfortable playing from behind.
Yep.
And now that they've got a victory, like, okay, we beat them. So that means we can beat them. That means they can be beaten again. And if we beat them once, twice, that means we can beat them 3 times. If you beat somebody 3 times, that means you can beat them a 4th time. So they're going to gain confidence as this series goes on if they can get another victory. Now, they've gotten this first one, and they're like, man, look at, and I'm sure they're looking at film like, look, if we don't turn it over here, we should have Yoke, you and Murray, y'all should have been out of the game in the 4th quarter because this game should have been a 30-point game, and you guys should have been resting up for Game 4. So I'm sure that's what Mike Malone is telling his team. They are a good team. The Lakers made some adjustments. They jumped into a zone. They started taking the ball away. The Clippers were not the Clippers. The Nuggets weren't prepared to see a zone, and they turned the ball over, boom, 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 like 4 straight possessions.
Yep.
And the Lakers got, a quick 3, got some layups. LeBron got a couple of dunks. And the next thing you know, Malone has to call a timeout because they're back in the ball game. And so for me, the Lakers should be concerned, and because once you get to this point, like I said, in a series, it's not like football. Skip, we've seen football. Anything can happen in a playoff game. Skip, a field goal here, a deflection there, and it's over. Your season's over. I don't believe the Giants could have beat the Patriots in that 18-0 season. I don't believe they could have beat them 4 times. But they didn't have to.
Yep.
Just got to beat them once. Do I believe the Nuggets can beat this team 4 times? I do not. But they do. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what I think. LeBron and AD will have to send a message on Thursday. Because if this ain't getting to be 2-2, you're creating a monster you didn't need to create.
For me, this is head or heart. My heart says the Nuggets are going to give you all you want. My head keeps telling me, just stop it. This will be over quickly, that LeBron and company will take care of business in Game 4 and in Game 5, and it will be over in 5. I still say the Lakers are considerably better just because their 2 superstars are both better than the 2 emerging superstars for the Nuggets. But I will give you this on concern level. If Jamal Murray is becoming right before your very eyes that guy, if he's becoming a true superstar, the equal now of LeBron James at age 35, end of year 17. If Jamal Murray is equal to him, if he can create the same impact, the same electricity that LeBron can in a turning point Game 4, 2-2, 3-1, then you're in trouble because that's what his coach is saying. He's become a superstar. And look at the clutch numbers. Do you realize that Jamal Murray has now hit 8 clutch time 3-pointers? This is last 5 minutes, game within 5. He's hit 8 so far in the playoffs, and that's the 2nd most in the postseason since Steph in 2016. So something's happening with him. And something's happening with this team because in those clutch situations, Denver is, well, let's do it in reverse first. Your Lakers are the 3rd worst team in clutch situations in the playoffs so far. They're just not good. Closing, if it gets tight and close, for whatever reason, they get slow, they get stalled, they can't.
They're not a good shooting team. The Nuggets can
find
shoot
their way. That is true. So if you get them in a shooting contest or a free throw shooting contest, they are going to struggle. Meanwhile, the Nuggets have scored the most clutch time points in the whole playoffs. Well, you can see it because you keep coming. You faced elimination games. So look how many you faced.
Yeah, exactly.
7 now?
You come down. You come back twice from 3-1. Yeah. So you had to be good in clutch situations, or you'd have been home.
Okay. So,
you ain't good. You were great in clutch situations.
Okay, so you got great in clutch versus shaky in clutch.
Correct.
Okay, so if Denver, that's how they feel. If we can just keep it close, we got it.
Right. That's how they felt with the Clippers, Skip. They felt if they could just get to the fourth quarter, and they were in striking distance, they feel with their shot makers, with Big Zoo, with Yoke, playing Skip, because people don't realize how good of a passer he is. So he's going to find guys cutting to the basket. He's going to find guys with wide open threes. And Jamal Murray, Skip, he's knocking down three. You know if he can pull up with somebody in his face from 28, what you going to do if there's nobody around him, uncontested? He's going to knock it down. And then Jeremy Grant knocked down a few last night. Monte Morris knocked down a few last night.
I agree.
So that's the problem that you have, is that if they get you in close in ball games, they feel with Yoke that not only can he take you and get to and go to the foul line, they also can make shots. And if you put them on the foul line, they can. And that's what hurt the Lakers. Skip, they won game 2 because they were 16 or 17 from the foul line. They 12 of 17 from the foul line. They lose that ball game. Last night, they were poor again from the foul line. Hey, if you shoot 80% from the foul line, we might be having a different conversation.
So I want to give you 2 psychological turning points in the game last night, to me, and maybe in the series, both featuring Jamal Murray. Remember the flagrant he got? It was a flagrant one, so he didn't get tossed. But can we see that? Because
a little on purpose to me.
Okay, it did. I'll buy that. Okay, so LeBron sort of gets up into him, and he stood up to LeBron like, I'm not going to let you bully me. I'm not going to let you run over me. I know you're bigger and stronger than I am, but I'm not going away. I'm standing. I'm going to face you. And instead he lost it a little bit, and he just kind of jacked him real quick.
He caught him with a quick bow. He caught him with a quick bow.
Quick bow, and he got him pretty good. And to LeBron's credit, after the game, he said, I did not want to see him get tossed. I want to compete. I want their best out there. And again, was it the worst shot in the jaw you've ever seen? No, it wasn't. But it was a message saying, I'm not backing down from you. You can run over other people. You can't run over me.
We'll get him back.
Okay, well, you can argue that. You can argue LeBron will take that to heart and be fueled by it.
We'll get it back. Because LeBron didn't see it last night. I mean, once he looks at it today, he's like, okay, that's how we're going to do this? Okay.
But he's showing you, yes, that's how I'm going to do this to you. So that was pretty significant to me. And then he gets the switch onto AD late in the game, if we can see the late 3. This is from 29 feet that looked like 35 feet to me. But he just stepped back and said, bombs away, and just ripped it, and then he's doing the Steph shimmy all the way up the court. Okay, this is in your face, man. He's clowning you. He says, watch this. I'm going to step all the way back on you.
Kentucky on Kentucky crime.
Yep, it was. And I'm going to shimmy up the floor because I got you. I shot you right in the heart, and you can't do anything about it.
Well, you remember, Skip, he hit that one on Kawhi when time was running out.
He did.
In Game 7, he hit one just like that, but it was a runner. But
but you tell me, what does that do for the psyche of your team?
They got swag. They swagged out right now.
You know what it tells the rest of the Nuggets? We got Jamal, and you don't got Jamal.
Well,
Okay? I'm just telling you, something is going on there.
Don't you worry about a thing, Skip.
8 clutch time threes he's hit so far in the playoffs.
Guess what? We're going to keep him out of the clutch time because it won't matter.
Okay? Well, you are highly capable of steamrolling this team and just saying, no, you just can't do it tonight. And you're capable of just making them just stop, where they say, we're just not good enough to compete.
And I think